PARCA Technical Section 6.5 covers encrypted connections, viruses, malware, VPN, firewall, and DMZ. Encrypted connections. A secure connection is a connection encrypted by one or more security protocols to ensure the security of data flowing between two or more nodes. There are many methods to be able to establish a secure connection, but most of them involve data encryption. It's just a method to hide information from other unauthorized parties. This method usually needs an appropriate program installed on both computers involved in the connection that will encrypt and decrypt the information. So, an encrypted connection or a secure connection uses encryption, and it uses programs to encrypt and decrypt the information, usually with symmetric or asymmetric keys. So when we're talking about that, don't get the idea that you have to have these keys or know these keys. It's just what the software is going to do to encrypt and decrypt the data. It's not something humans need to do. You just need to install the software to provide secure connections. A computer virus is a type of malware that attaches to another program and replicate or spread to other computers. Nasty things, these viruses. There are three types of viruses: macroviruses, boot record infectors, and file infectors. A macrovirus, these are the largest of the three virus types. They use built-in programming scripts in such applications as Excel or Word to automate the tasks. When an unsuspecting user opens a document infected by a macrovirus, they give it the green light to make copies of itself in other documents and multiply. That's why every security chief in the world says don't open unauthorized documents. Boot record infectors. These viruses are known as boot viruses or system viruses, and they attack programs stored on a bootable floppy or hard disk. Every time a user boots up, the virus-infected code automatically runs, and your PC is infected again. Even if you cleaned it before, if it's in the boot record, every time you boot the computer up, you get that virus back again. File infectors. These viruses target .exe or .com files and changes them. File infectors get activated every time the user runs a compromised program. So whenever you run any program, it starts with an exe or executable file. And so if you have a file infector, every time you execute that program, you will be launching that virus again. Malware is a type of software that is specifically designed to disrupt, damage, or gain unauthorized access to a computer system. Types of malware include computer viruses, worms, Trojan horses, ransomware, spyware. These malicious programs steal, encrypt, and delete sensitive data, alter or hijack core computing functions, and monitor end users' computer activity. Very nasty stuff. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network and describes the opportunity to establish a protected network connection when using public networks. VPNs encrypt your internet traffic and disguise your online identity. This makes it more difficult for third parties to track your activities online and steal data. The encryption takes place in real time. VPNs use public key encryption to protect the transfer of AES keys, and we all know what those acronyms stand for. The server uses the public key of the VPN client to encrypt the key and send it to the client. The client program on your computer then decrypts that message using its own private key. Firewalls. A firewall is a network security device that monitors traffic to or from your network. It allows or blocks traffic based on a defined set of rules, usually by opening a port. So, port 80 allows internet traffic through your firewall. Port 104 is the standard DICOM port. Firewalls can either be software or hardware, though it's best to have both. A software firewall is a program installed on each computer and regulates traffic through port numbers and applications, while a physical firewall is a piece of equipment installed between your network and the gateway. And last but not least, the DMZ. DMZ stands for Demilitarized Zone. Functions as a subnetwork containing an organization's exposed outward-facing services. It acts as the exposed point to an untrusted network, commonly the internet. A DMZ network is a perimeter network that protects and adds a layer of security to an organization's internal local area network from untrusted traffic. Right? So a DMZ basically sits outside your firewall, and it's where people trying to get into your organization can come into the DMZ, and they're contained there while they provide authentication, see what they're authorized to do, and then you let them inside your firewall and into the network. And that is section 6.5. Thank you for watching.